Hey, what's up, guys? Batango here, and I'm bringing you a video. People keep asking me what is the Flippity Flop, and today I wanted to go ahead and touch bases with everybody and just show you how to do it. Essentially, it's just a easier way to do a jig step, and I would even say it's a better technique altogether. It makes a larger attraction, much larger action in the water. So let's hop into the video and I'll show you what I mean. So to do this, I went to Sura with the current. Right now I casted with the current and I'm letting the lure sink right now. And once it sinks, I jerk with the right click and I reel in just a little bit. And once the slack is almost cleared, you right click again and there you go. You get the jig step. What this is doing is it's creating a huge motion in the water. I tested it with a lot of different lines. It doesn't really seem to matter what line you're using. Although the clear fluoro seems to work the best for it. Um, so essentially you just want to let the lure sink and then right click and that's it. And you get the jig step going. And as you'll see here, the results are much better than just a normal jig step. Also, um, it's much faster than the regular jig step. The regular jig step is one full rotation of your reel, stop, and then you wait. You can wait 2.8 seconds about. Uh, it totals 3 seconds, but if you wait that long, then you lose the jig step. The idea is to maintain jig step entirely through the cast. So while you're reeling in, you want to be able to um, jig step the entire time. You want jig step to be up on your screen. Here's my setup. Here, I'm gonna actually go back and show you that. Oh, there we go. So, oh, did I not pause it? There we go. So I'm using the steelhead, and I have the fluorocarbon 22 kilo uh, fluoro line on there, and I am using a fluorocarbon leader. Yeah, I'm using a fluoro leader with fluoroline. Yep. I catch more fish that way. Some people will say you should use a mono leader so you have more um, stretch and so your leader doesn't break as easy. Uh, I don't, I've never had that problem, so I use fluoro. I like to catch more fish. I am using the jig for this video since it's Sura and I'm trying to catch Xander. So I have the minnow on there. But let's keep going on with the video. You just max cast. Um, and so you see here how I'm just waiting a second, letting it sink. You reel a little bit to sink it faster, and just right click. If you don't get it on the first try, it's okay. Um, if you're in on like a hill or something, it won't happen. Uh, but it's the motion that you're looking for, the jerking motion. And once you get the jig step, the attraction level, it's unbelievable. I really like it, and I hope this helped you guys. For everybody who wants to learn how to do the flippity flap, this is one of the better techniques to use when you're spin fishing. I'm not sure if it's meant to be intended, but it works, and it works very, very well. And even spots that are dead, you can still pull fish out with this technique. It's such a large attraction. Um, I mean, essentially what it's doing is a normal jig step is probably like, I'm a guess. This is a guess because obviously we can't see under the water, but I'm assuming the normal jig step when you do it one full rotation and wait the 2.5 seconds, it's just a small motion in the water. Just it's maybe like a foot, let's say, that the lure moves up and down. When you do this motion, when you jerk the rod, it's moving several feet, so you're creating a lot more traction with it. which is why it's such an effective method. And it's also a lot easier to maintain and achieve the jig step. Now, you can also do this with match rods. It's actually really good with match rods because it's sometimes really hard to get the jig step on a match rod. And unfortunately, my main account was banned, so we don't have that. So I can't show you match rods. But I'll probably make a later video on match rods and the jig step and how to do it. Because right now, sadly, the current state of the game, the meta, the best way to make money without pay to win bait is float fishing, and that's very unfortunate because my favorite type of fishing is spin fishing. I very much enjoy it, but with the recent changes to Corey and the other lakes that I like to spin on, Volkov, etc., they're just not worth doing. You don't make enough money. You make more doing float fishing. So let's head over to Winding Rivulet. It's another river people have trouble getting jig step to work. I'm just going to stand on the bridge for this demonstration. Again, I just max cast, and as soon as it hits the water, it's not deep here, so it's pretty much just start jerking the rod, right click, and then reel the slack in, and then right click again, and there you go, jig step. I'm pretty sure I catch a fish every cast here. Like I said, it's a very effective technique, and I hope you guys can benefit from this technique. That's a crappy perch. So let's try it again. And yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different techniques that people don't use, and I haven't ever seen another person use. This technique was taught to me by Frankie. He is one of the older members of RF4. Unfortunately, he stopped playing because of all the nerfs of the fish. They claim it's migration, but it's nerfs. They definitely reduce silver per hour and stuff like that. I could prove it and go back and pull up VODs of how much we used to make compared to how much we make now. But I don't need to do that. You can just ask around the community, and they'll all pretty much agree with what I'm saying. So, got to catch fish somehow, and I find that if you want to spin fish, this is one of the easier ways. So, I'm going to end the video here, but I want to show you real quick. If you come to Winding Rivulet, one of the free rivers, there is a food cart called Field Kitchen. You just hit E on it, and you get full food. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.